talking about, yo, let's get out the compound. They got some shit there. We can get some guns, some ammo. We can get some some food and shit. Hey, cool. I can give you my moral support. You can have my moral support. I ain't going out there.
On my face when we running your place and we need every combination to this.
Yo, we got the most anticipated games of 2026. Let's see what's popping up. I'm a big gamer. The only games I don't play are shoot 'em games because my mom didn't let me when I was a little kid, so I never got the itch for it. But I'm a big gamer, big solo story game player. So hopefully these games are cracking. Let's see what we let's see what we got to do. Let's see what we got to do.
Anticipated games of 2026. We're going to start with the obvious ones, then I'll show you some others that I think could be pretty cool. Grand Theft Auto 6, November, apparently.
GTA 6. GTA 6 is supposed to drop. When it drops, that game is not only going to be whole lives for the next year, it's going to be the cleanest game of all time. I better be able to, here's the thing. I've been a big contributor of, let these studios cook, because it takes a masterpiece is not going to be like a quick, turnaround. I know it's taken almost, hold on. I think it's taken like 11 years now that I'm thinking about it. Let me go. What is it? GTA 5 release date. September 2013. It's been 13 years since I'm GTA 5. And not even gonna lie to you, let them cook. Because this game's supposed to be the game of all time. Like, gang, the discs are gonna be collector's items. That's how good this game is gonna be. I should be able to walk into every building. I should be able to slap everybody mama in the game. I should be able to do whatever I want. And I should be able, it's going to be in Florida technically. So there better be some crazy shit going on. The NPC's got to be crazy. There's going to be a playable woman character. I don't know what, these crazy online admin goals are going to do with that. But as you will, hey.
The expectation for this game is through the roof. Based on the trailer so far, it looks to be a highly detailed and simulated open world to play in, as expected, but perhaps with a more serious tone than usual. Can it live up to the hype? We'll find out. I'll be playing it for hours either way. Resident Evil 9. I played this at Gamescom last year and was just blown away. The demo...
I've never played Resident Evil. I heard it's tough though. I might play this game when it comes out and just watch a bunch of lore videos, because I don't feel like playing the games before this just to play this game. But it matters how much it is, because as y'all know, I'm poor. So I can't just be buying these $70, $60 games every now and then. See, I didn't say 6, 7, but then I just said it though.
About 12 minutes long, but I enjoyed every single second of it. Amazing graphics and atmosphere. I was locked in while I was being stalked around a tight interior space by a disgusting monster.
What was that?
It gave me Alien Isolation vibes.
We also saw an outdoor city environment in a new trailer too, which is pretty exciting for Resident Evil. Of course, you can...
Is Resident Evil like an open world game? I thought it was literally just like it was kind of like a Telltale game with like the Walking Dead kind of, where you can move around, but it's only like in levels. That's what I thought. I don't know.
Play in third person as well, much like the original games.
And I feel like it could be more of a survival game this time too.
Leon's back, always a bonus. We're gonna have a blast with this one.
007 First Light, GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64 took up many hours of my childhood at my dad's house on the weekends. 4-player split screen with my brother and the neighbors.
Yo, if this game is like Mafia low-key, like the Mafia 1 Definitive, but this is like a 007 game, that might be tough. Because there's not many games where you can low-key just be a detective, really, or a spy agent, you feel me? But we haven't really had a game like this. I guess like a Dragon came out a couple of years ago, or was that last year? I think that was 2024, so that's like 2 years now. But
games have a very special place in my heart, so the prospect of a brand new James Bond game is incredibly exciting. It's been 13 years since the last game to 007 Legends in 2012. Whilst I didn't get to play it at Gamescom last year, I did see a live demo of it there on PlayStation 5, and to be honest, it looks exactly like what I expected, with it being developed by IO Interactive. Hitman mixed with Uncharted, throw in some spy gadgets, and you've got the formula. I like that it's based off a younger James Bond 2 in its own universe, and it appears that they're taking more cues from the books, which is...
Does James Bond have a universe like that? Cause me personally, I've never been a James Bond guy. The only reason I really know about him is because, it's James Bond. Like, it's really the only reason. But like, I've never seen or consumed James Bond media like that. So, I don't know.
Cool. If the story is compelling, they could be on to the start of an amazing trilogy of games here. Wolverine, one of my favorite characters.
Wolverine is gonna be so tough. This game is one of those games where you're gonna be like, oh, you gotta win Game of the Year. It's not gonna win Game of the Year, but it's gonna be one of those games where like, yo, low key, this is gonna be my favorite game of the year. Like, I just don't know how they're gonna make the combat. I mean, Wolverine could get knocked out, so you don't really have to die. Like, Wolverine has been knocked out before, so you could have a health bar. It's just like, he's not really gonna die. And then I hope the Hulk is in this game. Like, I know people have seen like the TikTok edits where it's like, oh, little man, leave Hulk alone. They gotta have Hulk in this shit, bro. Hulk gotta be in it. And then Sabretooth, he gotta randomly jump you, bro. Hopefully, I don't know if this universe, I'm feeling like, oh, we've seen some Sentinels in the trailers. So I feel like the X-Men could possibly be in it, but like not for real. Like, probably just how like Spider-Man, like in the Spider-Man games, you see mentions of the Avengers and then you see mentions of, Black Panther and stuff and Doctor Strange. So maybe we'll just get like, I don't know, Cyclops' goggles on a nightstand or some shit and we're in the X-Mansion or some shit like that. I don't know. But then again, this could take place before the other X-Men are born. But I doubt that just because, there's robots and Wolverine has his OG suit. So you feel me?
In the Marvel Universe, mostly because of the original X-Men cartoon in the 90s that I was glued to on a Saturday morning. Insomniac are developing this one. Of course, they did a fantastic job with Spider-Man and its sequel. Fun gameplay in a dense environment and a story that got me right in the feels on a few occasions.
Like in Mexico?
People were concerned though with Wolverine that they would softball it, but based on the first couple of trailers that do have some gameplay in them, it looks incredibly brutal and action-packed. The tone seems bang on, and they've already revealed a couple of villains you'll be up against. I'm expecting big things from this one and really looking forward to it. Star Wars Galactic Racer. This is a new racing game set in the Star Wars universe, obviously.
Hey, Star Wars, you can keep this. I'm good off the Galactic Racer. I'm cool. I don't want this. If it's not another Fallen Order game, I'm good. All right. Or if we can get a reboot, a remaster of the Starkiller games, that would be amazing. Bro, the Starkiller games are so tough. I remember playing that shit on the Wii. Oh my god, bro, that shit was peak.
From Criterion developers.
Bro, like, remember playing as Darth Vader, just hacking through the Wookiees on the first level in what was it, Force Unleashed? That's what it's called. Those are Starkiller games. And then like the Force Lightning is, bro, peak, bro. I don't think I played the second one though.
On Need for Speed and Burnout. Dan Farrick, sign me up.
Bro, I don't want to play Star Wars Forza, bro. Fuck out of here.
This could be fun as hell. Single player and online multiplayer. I'm not expecting simulation type gameplay. Instead, more fun, arcadey goodness that these guys are known for. We saw several types of ships and vehicles in the trailer already, and Sebulba. So perhaps pod racing will be in
that
here.
bitch ass niggas there.
Do it. Episode 1 Pod Racer. That's another game that I deeply love. 12 years old, ragging around the Bunter classic from the movie as Anakin Skywalker. I was in heaven. So if Galactic Racer could give me back just a smidge of those feelings, I'm going to be over the moon. Gears of War E-Day. If you were lucky enough to be gaming when the Xbox 360 was the hottest console on the market,
I wasn't. I was like 12.
how exciting Gears of
Actually,
War
no, I was younger
came
then.
out. Many argue that these games changed the industry, introducing gritty cover-based shooters to the masses.
Bro, isn't Gears of War just like Halo's little bro? Like, it's crazy because, like, I mean, everything was kind of Halo's little bro when Halo was at peak, but like Gears of War was like, what's a good explanation? Like Gears of War is like Tracy McGrady to Kobe, Kobe was at a peak, but he was never the greatest of all time. But Tracy McGrady was Kobe's. Like Tracy McGrady is to Kobe to what Kobe is to MJ. If you know basketball, so that's just what you feel me.
Into a wall after a sprint, popping up to let out a burst from.
But low key, T Mac, that nigga, bro. T Mac was nice, bro. T Mac was a 6'9" Kobe. That just always was injured. Like if T Mac wasn't injured all the time, he would have been peak, bro. He would have been one of the greatest players, probably ever, bro. He'd probably be top 20. I ain't gonna lie.
Your rifle.
He was just always hurt.
Firing felt incredible. Combine that with melee and lots of the red stuff made for some very satisfying.
I'm sorry,
combat.
this fit is
Multiplayer
ass,
was
bro.
great too and worked amazingly well in
What the hell is that?
Fun and more serious tournaments too. The new game, E-Day, is actually a prequel set 14 years before the first game, showcasing the events of E-Day or Emergence Day when the Locust War began.
I'm good. I'm good, bro.
Center stage.
I'm good.
The graphics will no doubt be incredible, and I hope that they lean into the horror and emotion here. Years 4 and 5 were a bit disappointing, so I'd love to see the franchise make a strong return with this one. Phantom Blade Zero. I have actually played this one at an Nvidia event last year, and I think it's going to be wildly.
This is Souls-like. I kind of mess with whatever this gear is.
I've actually played this one at an Nvidia event last
Seems
year.
like it's gonna be a
I think it's
Souls-like.
going to be wildly successful. People will look at it and say it's another Souls-like, but to me, it played more like an old school hack and slash, maybe more comparable to Ninja Gaiden or Wukong, I would say. The graphics
Really?
and animations in particular were very smooth, and the combat was incredibly fun.
Here's the thing. A good Souls-like that is not from dang, what's the studio that makes Souls games? I'm totally blanking on the name. But a good Souls-like that's not from that company is always good, because Souls-likes, I feel like, made from the bro. Now it's gonna bother me. I gotta look up what they're who makes the Soul, who makes Elden Ring. FromSoft. If it's a Souls-like not from FromSoft, low-key, that's good, because FromSoft, I feel like their games are usually made a specific way. If it's not, the only one that's not like that is Sekiro. Sekiro's the only one that's kind of different. Well, it is different. Sekiro is literally way different than the rest. But, a Souls-like that's not made from, like Wukong. That was good. That was a great game. What's it called? Ghost of Yotei, Ghost of Tsushima. Fallen Order low-key is a Souls-like. Like those type of games that aren't Souls-like, that aren't made from FromSoft but are Souls-like, low-key are always gonna hit, because it scratches that itch, but it also is outside of that FromSoft box a little bit.
Timing dodges, parries, you know the score. Many unique fighting options here.
Hey.
You have 2 blades, which are your main weapons, and 2 phantom weapons, so to speak. I only got to jump on this for about 25 minutes, but I enjoyed it immensely. The bit that I played was kind of semi-open world too, with a bit of exploration. It's cool. Definitely one to keep an eye on
What the
if you're
hell?
interested in these type of games. Toxic Commando. This is a new co-op
Never heard of it.
FPS zombie game from Saber Interactive. Think Left 4 Dead with huge undead swarms and big
Damn.
maps. I posted a video on it recently where I got to record an early build, and I reckon it will be a bit of a sleeper hit. You go through levels, completing main objectives, optional objectives, fighting special infected, mini bosses.
I'm gonna be real. This game is like a zombie apocalypse. Like one of those niggas that swear the zombie apocalypse is gonna happen. This is his wet dream. He wants this game so bad to happen in real life. You know how many, brothers? I swear, there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of niggas alive that would wanna, just go down like they wanna die by fighting a whole horde of zombies. And just blast it, just get in, blast it. And when they're out of bullets, oh, let me get this, hack it. It's me and the boys. That's their goal. That's what they want. That's how they want to go out. And me personally, if this shit ever happens, I'm gonna be in the compound just doing me. You feel me? I'm never leaving the compound. You could call me pussy. I'm not trying to fuck with no zombies. All right. And if you come up to me talking about, yo, let's get out the compound. They got some shit out there. We can get some guns, some ammo. We can get some, some food and shit. Hey, cool. I can give you my moral support. You can have my moral support, nigga. I ain't going out there. Fuck out of here.
and collecting resources for upgrades on your skill tree. The twist, though, is that the maps are large, and you've got the addition of vehicles, crazy
Was that a super zombie with a gun hand?
zombie hordes, and mud. Your vehicle can actually get stuck in mud, and you'll have to winch sometimes to get out of a sticky situation. It will need fuel and repairs too. Winch sometimes to get out of a sticky situation.
What is that?
Can
Hold
actually
on.
get stuck in mud, and you'll have to winch sometimes to get out of a sticky.
Bro, this is a zombie? I didn't know Shaq could get turned into zombies. What is this, gang? Like, this is the shit I be talking about. Like, this is not a zombie. This is a mute. You know what? It's a video game. Let me not trip. Let me not trip.
Situation. It will need fuel and repairs too. So it's kind of a mix of the best parts of Left 4 Dead, Space Marine, World War Z, and SnowRunner. And while I don't think it's going to be groundbreaking or win any awards, they are pricing it at $40. And I think with friends, it could be very fun to play through, and also more playtime if they keep adding additional levels and content in the live service throughout the year. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Oh my gosh, bro. Lego Batman, this game, oh, bro, it's gonna make me feel like I'm a kid again, bro. Playing Lego Batman 2 on the Wii U. Or, yeah, it was the Wii U. And just, bro, just being Lego Batman, you know. And it's supposed to be like Lego Batman with a little dash of Arkham in that shit. I'm gonna be eating good, bro. I don't care how much this game is. I'm getting this game, bro. I'm gonna be playing this game night and day on my Switch. Or do I put it on the P5? It matters. I might get it on both. I might splurge a little bit, bro. Get it on both. Cause I need this game.
I don't know why, but for some reason, Rocksteady Studios just stopped making Batman Arkham games. Asylum, City, and Night was an amazing trilogy with fun gameplay and a story that dug deep into the world of Batman. And I felt that there was still so much more that they could have done with that franchise. There are rumors and a couple of leaks that a new next-gen Batman game from that studio is in development, which is good to hear. But in the meantime, we have this one to look forward to, and it could scratch that itch. This is made by TT Games, who also created the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, which was brilliant. So I'm expecting big things here. Lego games are always good, pure fun.
A damn ad. Remember to skip this. Or I might just leave it in though, cause low key, I might talk about this because this is game related. Deadpool in this new Marvel Rival shit, bro. How is he OP? And he's one for every class. That's crazy to me. And his voice lines are funny as hell. That's just Deadpool. That's just good old DP.
But I think
Big
this
DP guy
one
right here.
has got serious potential to be more than just that. And based on the trailers and the info on their website, I'm excited for it. And they're saying that they've created an open and immersive Gotham City where you can grapple, glide, or drive through the open world with agility and speed while discovering crimes, challenges, rewards, secrets, and iconic landmarks such as Arkham Asylum, Ace Chemicals, and Wayne Tower. We've also seen Bane, Penguin, and the Joker 2. I'm 100% in for this, and I'm pretty confident that this game will be a blast and a massive success.
Game of the year
Assassin's
2026.
Creed Black Flag Remake. This one isn't officially announced, and I'm going out on a limb here, but
Bro, leave Assassin's Creed, bro. I'm sick of it. I don't play it, but I'm just sick of hearing about it, bro. The whole shit with Yasuke, that shit just left a bad taste, bro. I'm not fucking with Assassin's Creed, bro.
based on recent domain registrations and insider information, it would appear that the release of a Black Flag remake is imminent. This excites me. The rumors are that it's running on the latest Anvil Engine 2, so it has the potential to look incredible. And for many people, Black Flag was the last good Assassin's Creed game. To start with, pirates, they're just cool. And who would have thought that that setting would work for an Assassin's Creed game, but it did. A nice mix of the old stealthier combat with a bit of new thrown in, sailing on the open seas with the shanties going, naval combat, a huge and beautiful world to explore. This game had an incredible sense of adventure, and I would love to return to it. I know that retreading old ground isn't to everyone's taste, and I do hope that they can get the Assassin's Creed franchise back on track with their new games too. But if this is a modernized from the ground up version of Black Flag, I'll be playing it for many hours. Tomb Raider remake. Another remake? Seriously? I'm going to be honest. Outside of...
Not gonna lie, I'm not mad at these remakes, cause like, you know, with the new gen and the new engines, having, you know, shit that is up to par, like stylistic wise and visually, it makes sense. But like, I don't know, I don't feel like playing. Me personally, unless I'm hearing from people I know that that game is so good, and it being, you know, remade was just an amazing decision. I don't feel like going back and playing, you know, Tomb Raider or Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or whatever it's called. But that's just me though.
Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. This was the thing at the last game.
Thing just
awards
showing
in
her
December
all her
that I
ass,
cared
bro.
about the
Like,
most. It looks absolutely gorgeous, visuals and animation wise. I was 10 years old when I played the original Tomb Raider. Perhaps a bit too young, some might say, but I was hooked on the platforming and puzzles, and for me, it was one of the first proper 3D platform action games. Flipping around everywhere, having to actually look at the environment and figure out where you needed to go, fighting velociraptors and a T-Rex with akimbo pistols. Come on. It made you feel smart too if you figured out a difficult puzzle without looking at the Prima strategy guidebook. The doppelganger puzzle springs to mind.
hold on, there's dinosaurs in there's dinosaurs in Tomb Raider? I thought this shit was just in the Amazon jungle and she was just finding shit. She's fighting dinosaurs with guns? I don't know which is more impressive. She's fighting dinosaurs and beating them, or the fact that there is dinosaurs.
The Steam store page is telling me that the remake, officially titled Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, has jaw-dropping visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5, modern gameplay, and new surprises that honor the spirit of the original. It all sounds and looks very promising, and I can't wait to jump into this one. The Expanse: Osiris Reborn. A third-person action RPG set in the Expanse universe. You're no hero, just a merc caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What is the
trying to hold your
Expanse
crew together
universe?
and keep the ship up and running. Your choices will shape your story. That's their synopsis for the game. I haven't read the books, but I watched all of
was
the
based on a
TV
book
episodes
series?
and I fell in love with it. Yes, it's sci-fi, but almost everything in there feels grounded in some way with science and engineering, making it perhaps more plausible. The way that the ships work, the way that recall works, the railguns, weapons in space, gravity, mag boots. Yeah, you have to suspend your disbelief for certain elements of the plot, but it's so easy to get lost in its gritty setting. And now, this atmosphere, with this type of game and gameplay, an action RPG, that could be incredible if they pull it off. And maybe some kind of ship managing system in there too. I'm not sure. I am 50-50 on if this will release in 2026, but I sure hope it will. And if done well, it could be a big hit.
This game doesn't seem interesting to me. It's off. It feels like it's. I feel like this is already such a niche product, to where there's video games. It's a video game based off of a TV series. It's based off a book series. Like, to me, as someone that doesn't know what this is at all, it seems like a lot of shit that I don't really care about. And yeah, it's sci-fi, so I guess people are definitely gonna play it. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like if I wanted to play something that's just sci-fi nonsense, I would play a Star Wars game.
Or sci-fi game fans, and maybe even make that wait for the new Mass Effect game feel much shorter. Mouse PI for hire. As I'm aware, in the first-person shooter genre, there is no other game that looks
Yo,
like
this game looks fire, bro. Whoa, this game looks hard as hell. I mean, it's early gameplay footage might not reflect the final game, so who knows? But it's gonna look something like this. Is clean as hell. This looks like some, like, I don't even know. Like, it is. I've never seen a game that looks like this before. And like, even like the death animations are like some like
first-person shooter.
look at that shit, bro.
There is no other game.
Like, look at this shit. Like, it's literally like some cartoon bullshit, bro. That's tough as hell, bro.
Game that looks like this. Black and white rubber hose visuals drawn by hand, frame by frame. Obviously, it's heavily inspired by Disney's Steamboat Willie cartoon in video game form, but like a general 1930s cartoon art style, Mickey Mouse, Betty Boop, that kind of thing, with this gorgeous mix of 3D and 2D. It's unapologetically a boomer shooter too. It has that tag on the Steam page. Throw on top some humor, a noir detective story, setting.
Bro, this might be
missions,
it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This
jazz
might be a good
soundtrack,
game.
and you're standing
He's
out
shooting
from
it
the
with his
crowd.
hand?
I've not played it myself. I've only read previews and seen the
Yo, I might get
trailers,
this
but
game,
from
I ain't
what
gonna
people are
lie.
saying, the combat is fun. There's a variety of interesting weapons, power-ups, and you can complete objectives in many different ways. There are also unlockable movement powers, but from what people are saying, the combat is fun. There's a variety.
I'm already calling it. There's about to be 16 billion different Twitter posts about this cartoon mouse. I guess it's a mouse. I'm not really sure, but this cartoon mouse is gonna be a lot of niggas goon bait for however long, bro. I'm already knowing. And here's the thing about it. I don't want to say that. Never mind. I don't want to say that.
Variety of interesting weapons, power-ups, and you can complete objectives in many different ways. There are also unlockable movement abilities like wall running, grapple hooks, and Metroidvania-inspired level traversal.
Bro, and it's
I'm not
like
expecting this
3D
to be
low-key,
a
but it's like a
massive game
2D,
that
3D
lasts 40
combo.
hours or so, but if it's a fun FPS single-player experience with these graphics, I'm sure that it's going to stick with me for a long time. Halo Campaign Evolved. This will be the last time I mention a remake, I promise. I've played an early build of
Literally
this on the
3
Series
remakes,
X,
bro. I might
and
just
think
skip
that
this
they
shit because I don't care
put
about
any
Halo.
recorded to jump back well and play us with this at Gamescom and did. Some honorable mentions I wanted to put here too.
Pragmata.
Played this
Never
at
heard of it.
Gamescom and really enjoyed my time with it. I think the demo is on Steam now actually if you want to check it out. Capcom are making this in an interesting sci-fi setting. You almost play as 2 characters at once. This hench dude in an Iron Man type suit who does the movement and the blasting, while the android girl on the back slows down time and can do puzzles and hack enemies mid-fight. Kind of like an action puzzle game, I would say. It was interesting to play for sure and fun to fight the bosses. Could be quite an emotional story too. Crimson Desert, this looks like a very ambitious RPG. Massive open world, cinematics, combat. Could be one to keep an eye on. Saros, this is from Housemarque, who made Returnal. Basically, third-person bullet hell shooter, the next iteration of what they did with Returnal, I suppose. It looks fun and releasing in April, if it sticks to the schedule. Very dark and atmospheric. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, another Marvel...
Is this coming out? We haven't, other than that one trailer that I seen, where it was, Black Panther was like, yo, give that shield back. It's from Wakanda. And then Captain America's like, oh, well, I don't know about that. And then they start boxing. Other than that, I haven't seen anything about this game at all. I thought this game shut down. I thought they weren't putting this out no more.
Game, this time with a World War II setting featuring Captain America and Black Panther as playable characters. Super serious tone in the trailers too, which I was into. Not much known about the gameplay yet, but from what I could find online, it's going to be action adventure, so perhaps expect Uncharted style gameplay. It might release in the holiday season this year, but will probably be delayed into 2027. I wanted to put it on my list just in case. And finally, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
I waited this whole thing for the most anticipated game, and it was Call of Duty. Now, I'm not a COD hater, but I'm not a COD enjoyer because I don't play that shit. I already said, I never played shooters because when I was a little kid, realistically, when I was like 10, 11, 12, when niggas were getting into these shits, my mom said, that shit's too violent. And me personally, I never really cared. So I never played this shit. I never even played Fortnite, gang. So me personally, I don't care. I'm not interested in playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, what else is there? PUBG, if niggas say, not Verizon. Horizon? No, that's not what it's called. Fuck. Damn. Rainbow. Like, I don't want to play that shit, bro. I'm cool off it, bro.
But the rumors say that Infinity Ward are bringing Modern Warfare back at the end of the year. It could be like a reboot of the franchise, and I'm interested to see if they can turn COD around more than anything. How will they innovate, and what type of game will it end up being? I am working on a full video on this too.
Wait a minute.
How will they innovate, and what type of game will it end up being?
Is that a fucking black person? Nah, I can't play this game. There's a there's a damn black person on my screen. This Call of Duty will be the worst Call of Duty ever. That's what some of these niggas are gonna say, bro, when they see this trailer. That's all I'm saying. This is what some of these guys are gonna say when they see this trailer. They see this black woman. I think it's a woman. They see this black woman, and they're gonna be like, "No, I can't buy this game." A bunch of Aiden Ross fans.
I'm working on a full video on this too, where we'll discuss it further. Should be coming soon. But this year could be a make or break moment for Call of Duty. And that's all I've got for you today. It's shaping up to be an act.
I can't even lie to you, bro. I don't know. These, like, if you like the most game, what am I excited? I'm excited for Lego Batman, Wolverine. What else was in there, bro? Like Wolverine. I might play Resident Evil. Oh, that game. What was it called though? Phantom Blade Zero. I might play that shit. Cause that shit look clean. It's another Souls-like game. But yeah, other than that, I probably won't play any of these. Like, I know I'm not gonna play it. Oh, and that the Mickey Mouse game. What is it called though? Mouse PI for Hire. I might play that. I might play that too, because that seems good. So yeah, other than that, I really have nothing else for y'all. Thanks for hanging out with your boy. Follow, like, subscribe. Send me some money. Send me a donation, Cash App, Zelle me. PayPal, Venmo, all that shit. Until next time, peace and love. Let me stop this recording, bro. Fuck these niggas. I'm just joking. I love y'all.